We are ready for the Disney list. Taking a look at some of the best from across the Walt Disney Company, rating them, listing them just for you. This time around, it is all about Katrina's top 3 must-do Disneyland Resort holiday experiences for your next trip. What should you plan for? What should you look forward to? What are you going to put on your trip list? Well, Katrina's here to help you, and we all know how much you love this season.
I do?
You make it seem...
Yes.
Yeah, you make it seem like you do.
The day after the day after we came home from Florida was November 1st or so, around there, and she was like, "Get the tree."
Get the tree.
That's right.
That's right. You keep that household straight and on, priority things. Christmas comes up immediately after, just like Disney. Less than 24-hour turnaround.
It's true. And then when it hits December 1st, like a couple days ago, I cried, or yesterday.
Oh.
Because I was like, Christmas is already over. It's done. It's happened.
She did. She literally said,
literally
she's
was
like, "I
like,
can't believe
Christmas is
Christmas is over." I was like, "It's December 1st.
She's already mourning it.
Christmas is over. It's December 1st,
I was
y'all."
like blasting the neighborhood, not putting their Christmas decorations up. And I was like, why are you putting them up? It's already over.
You're like Lynn from
God,
Bob's
losers.
Burgers. You're just, you can't handle it, huh? Wow. Well, yes. I mean, we still have a few days to go, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not entirely over yet. And if you're like me, you'll
like
leave
2
all
days.
the Christmas stuff up until at least Valentine's Day.
I mean, I'm going to admit,
Oh,
this year, we were a little busy in January, February, just a little bit,
weddings and such.
And it was up until probably March. Because, I was so stressed in January and I was so stressed in February that I needed happiness in some way or form. And so I just wanted to leave the tree up and have, the lights just, sparkle in the morning when I wake up. And so I just left it there.
So you had an extra 2.5 months of Christmas already this year, and it's still...
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
Not enough.
It's already over, man.
Oh, it's enough.
Just ask that guy sitting next to
No,
you.
I mean, I like to give her a hard time, but
He likes it.
I mean, March is a bit much.
yeah,
I was kidding about
I was busy.
Valentine's Day. But yeah, no, very true. Well, you have a list for people, Disneyland Resort holiday experiences. What's on your list? What do you suggest for people?
Okay. So I thought, because I always say the same thing. It's just always the same. But I will say, Small World, Christmas, no streaking.
No streaking.
No streaking.
Unless you got a Santa hat. No, don't even do it then.
I don't know about that one. You could, just don't. Anyway, Small World, nighttime, amazing. The facade glistens. It lights up. It's beautiful.
Illuminating.
It's Christmas.
Oh my God.
It's the polar opposite of Walt Disney World because it's ugly and sad and dark.
Yes.
it's
It
true.
is
You're right.
So gross.
And Small World
there's
is-
no streakers over there.
Small World feels like it's like in a dungeon in Disney World too.
You walk by and you're like, what's in there?
Yeah.
Ugh. And then you
Under a
walk
roof.
away.
Yeah, you're like, "Oh, there's a weird moat down there." Oh.
But the best thing to do at Small World is you have to, I'm going to say it again. You
Say it
take
again.
the monorail
Yeah.
from downtown Disney to Disneyland. And then when you make that curve at night,
Do it at night.
it's dark and it's pitch black. And you're like, where is everything?
Loses the effect of
and
the
then
day.
all of a sudden you turn the corner and it's oh, and it's just beautiful and bright and happy. And it's so great. And then you get off and you walk over and then they have projections at night that happen. And it's just really fun. It's just
Really
so
fun.
great. And it just fills your heart. And then when it rains too, it's actually even prettier because then the ground's kind of just wet and then it reflects and stuff. So it's even more shimmering and bright. It's so great. So good.
best
I
of
love
the
it so
best.
much. I can't wait to do it. Look at this guy.
No. I was shaking my head because in action, I know it seemed like I was so upset or whatever, or I was being negative, but I was actually being positive because in my head I was the best time. I was just thinking, the best time to go is when it's raining during the winter because everybody's thinks it's the worst time to go, but actually it's
best.
literally the best time to go because nobody's there. And you get shots like that, like she was just talking about. You get the amazing
reflecting.
reflections of all the
So
lights.
good.
It is fantastic.
It's so fun. We did the Run Disney event, the very last one, and that was in that January, so right before they were taking everything down. And so when we were running through the tunnel, and then you kind of come up through Toontown, and you're just oh my God. And then it's all lit up and pretty, but then because they spray the floor and stuff to make it all clean and stuff at night, it was still wet a little bit, a little damp. So you got to have that reflection. Oh, So pretty.
There's nothing like it.
It's my favorite. And then I thought I would talk about Viva Navidad and DCA.
Oh, well, of course.
I mean, it's just so great because, again, like you go to like Small World, you feel Christmas, but then in the daytime, you go over and you see Viva Navidad, because when you go and you just like listen to this, like the music, and you have like the samba dancers and you have like the folklorico dancer, and then you just hear all of the music and stuff. It's just like has a really great vibe. And it's just so happy. And they have like new costumes this year, so that's really cool.
On top of it.
Yeah, so
Even
it's just
that.
it's just so fun. And then sometimes you see like the people from like years before, and then like you see them like grow up and stuff, because there's like some that are like teens, and then you see them, you're like, oh,
Look at you, maturing.
they're so cute.
There's such a pack of entertainment punch, as I like to call it. There's a punch of entertainment, a big pack of punch that comes along with the Viva Navidad celebration back there at California Adventure. It is something that if you've never seen it before, and I know a lot of people who skip it because they don't really know what it is. And they're like,
so
is it, a guitarist or something? Like, go see this. This is like, this is a fast-paced, hit you hard, hit you quick, mega parade.
Yeah,
that's the way it feels.
You just like want to dance like the whole time. It's just like nonstop fun. And then like I don't really say that a lot about like the parades, because sometimes there's like a little downtime between parades. But like this is like not a long parade.
Like a Christmas fantasy. Perhaps?
Yeah, like Christmas fantasy parade. Little dancing snowman.
3 hours long.
It's just forever. But like this one's great because I wish they had it in another section, because it is a bottleneck. Because like if you're trying to get to like, Paradise or Pixar Pier or something, and you're going that route, you're like, good luck. I mean, they have that little trail and stuff. Like they try to open up behind, kind of like towards the water, but you can like kind of like skip. But people still kind of like slowly wander.
Yeah, that back corner becomes really
It's very bad.
for sure.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else out east, Garrett, that would incorporate such a mega burst of parade excitement for the holiday season. It's too bad.
It really is, because I was thinking, Viva Navidad, the only place it would actually work at Walt Disney World would be in Epcot, but because it's, like a parade experience, like that's a long parade route, and you've got 12 countries, so it just wouldn't work there. They have Mariachi Copre, where they do like, mariachi band singing Christmas hits in Spanish, but there's nothing quite like it out there. And even I would say the closest thing to it, and this is a big stretch, is the Merry Menagerie that they have at Animal Kingdom with all the cute little animals that just add a little bit of energy and fun. It's nowhere close to Viva Navidad. So this is something that DCA owns and needs to protect and not let it go.
Heck yeah.
And become corrupted by all that stuff. This is like Disneyland, I think, has a lot more creative freedom, and they need to keep this special because it's precious. It's already got limited with so much space. Let them have it. Don't move it over to the
No
east.
transplanting. No, thank
just
you.
like you should keep Pandora in the east and not let it go west.
Right. Keep
Exactly.
it all out where it belongs.
So that way people want to go across the country and see all the Disney magic.
Yep. That's what he said.
What he said.
It's true.
It's kind of crazy because it's one of my favorite parades, period, and I wouldn't even really consider it a parade.
Yeah.
It's like got like one little float, and there's like a couple little bits that some people are running around in, but
Sure.
other than that, it's more of just a performance of like all these
procession.
people. Yeah,
Yeah.
a procession, and I don't know. There's just all the energy is. I would consider it like my top 3 parades, even though
It's
like,
not a parade.
I don't know. It's got just so much energy. It's great.
its own thing.
Fantastic.
It's
It's its own thing.
it's
Like David
so
S. Pumpkins.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's what I like to
Wrong
ask.
company.
Yeah.
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 I think about
It's
Epcot having Joyful, and they bring that back year after year, and they're a very high energy group on stage in front of the World Showcase Lagoon, but it's nowhere near the same caliber of production. It's just them on stage singing. This is on all levels. I mean, there's so many different elements that are brought into this procession, not necessarily a parade for Viva Navidad, that it really is kind of a holiday treat, for the resort.
I love it, and
It's the
I think like
cookies
they
and milk.
could do like a folklorico dance type of thing, like in the like in Epcot, like when you walk in between the two stores, they have all that space they used to have when they would do like the Food Network like competition stuff during like Food and Wine Festival. They could do something out there with like the mariachi band, and then they would bring out like the samba dancers and whatnot, but they wouldn't have the floats. They could do something like that. That would be really fun because there's like literally no one goes there like down in Epcot. But
Even
yeah.
fence it off sometimes during the day. Like they'll like have fences there in cast members so that way people can't walk out in that area. Or if they're setting up, they'll close it 5 hours before whatever they're doing. So it's just wasted real estate
Exactly.
space. And they could do something more. The only thing Epcot has that really makes it special is, you know, each country has its own sort of, you know, special celebration. And I like the dragon in China. That's one of my favorite ones. Or, you know, Barn Santa in Norway. But yeah, there's nothing quite Viva Navidad, and I don't want it to be.
Nothing on the same level, sadly. What else is on your list?
So my last one is going to be different. So it's going to be holiday time at the Disneyland Resort guided tour.
Oh my! Oh, Katrina!
Wow.
Oh my!
Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? So it's a 2.5-hour tour, and you learn about the rich tapestry of the holiday traditions, and you get reserved viewing for the Christmas Fantasy Parade.
Coco included?
Maybe.
What about Viva Navidad?
No, I wish. That I would do. I'd be like, hell yeah. And then you get, but you do get delicious holiday treats. And it's $110 plus tax per person. But I feel like that is actually a pretty good like
That's not that
price.
bad.
Yeah, it's like $110 plus tax to do like 2.5 hours of a tour to like learn about Christmas. So they kind of like take you through Disneyland and whatnot. And they give you probably like a cookie or something. And then you get the Fantasy Parade reserved seating. Boom, done, made.
And I'm pretty sure they backdoor you into some of those holiday attractions. So
That's true. I think you
think
do
that's
get
a
to go
connection.
into
That could be worth it
Small
for-
World.
Yeah.
Do they do Haunted Mansion?
I believe that's included.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was reading
because that would
about
be
Small
worth it.
World, but yeah. So that's like, I mean, honestly, when you go during Christmas, that Small World is so long. I feel like that was when one day we did Lightning Lane because I was like, screw it, I'm not waiting.
I mean, people lose their mind when it comes to the Christmas holiday season. It's a Small World. They
like
go
that
streaking.
guy, yeah. He just was like so
true.
excited. He threw his clothes off.
Yeah. It's like, I
After
can't
waiting
handle
in
this
line
line.
for so long, he's like, yes! So yeah, so that was like, I feel like $110 is not that bad.
Not too
to
bad.
get all of those little perks and whatnot. You may not get to go into Walt's apartment, but I mean, if you love Christmas and you want to like learn about stuff, and I feel like it's a pretty good deal if
And
you
to
want
get a chair for that parade is wonderful. You get a seat.
Yeah, it's not even like standing room. I was like,
Makes
I
all
mean,
the difference in the world.
they do they still do it? I don't know. But the one over at Plaza Inn, do they still do like the Christmas time? If you like buy it, then you get like the reserved.
Oh, the dining
seating?
package, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the dining package. I feel like that's not. I don't feel like that's not worth it. Because that one's like you're standing and you're kind of like if you get there early, great, good for you. But it's not.
You're still gonna have to wait.
Yeah,
you're still gonna have to show up early. Yeah,
Yeah.
You're right. The tour though, guarded seats. I know they used to give out Coco with the cookies that you used to be able to consume, and then of course the backdooring into the various holiday-themed experiences, the attractions. So, terrific list. What is on yours when it comes to Disneyland Resort holiday season experiences? Doesn't have to be a ride. As mentioned here, it could be entertainment. It could be truly jumping on the monorail at the right time of the evening, coming around the bend and being blown away by It's a Small World holiday. We want to hear from you. Let us know down in the comments.